All right, I'm gonna make a quick video here. I really liked this wick and this volume on this wick. And to be honest, if you squeeze it down, if you squeeze it down a bit, this was the start of bullish here. You know, you bleed out, but I liked this. I liked that. This was shocking. And when you see the new low being made and less volume on it, with a nice wick, a bullish engulfing, okay, this is the daily. I liked this. We have an indecision doji here. We have a slight green, and I don't love it. The volume's decent. I mean, it's a decent volume day. It's in the upper, the upper third of volume for the past 2 weeks, probably. So that was nice, but unconvincing, to say the least. And now we have this day. I think this day is going to depend on the SPY more than anything else, because we can do anything here. We could rip, we could dump. I'm going to go down to the 4 hour. So this is what I was noticing yesterday. If you look at this as each move and the volume it has and the volatility with which it corrects, you have big volume, big correction, big volume, and there's momentum here. Okay, so we have to pop out, breaking a higher, making a higher high, volume up. Decent volume sell off, catches early, high volume up. Bearish engulfing, okay, indecision, bearish engulfing, but we bounced from what at the time was a key fib level up. But if you're noticing, we're getting less volume here on this quote unquote breakout. And we hit, so if you just ignore this for a moment and you just look at what we did, we wicked up to the 7-8 or the 236 there. I just want to be clear that this fib that I pulled is from the highest high of this consolidation, or redistribution is what it was. Perfect textbook redistribution here. So that was 32.4. This is the very first fib level. The very first fib level on that. And the way that we popped up here, and compare the volume here on this green candle to the volume of this pop out, compare it to the volume of this pop out. Yeah, you see. And then the next one we popped up, wick, closed under. This is where I entered shorts yesterday, or whatever day this was. I think it was the day before yesterday. And I rode those shorts. I held them through this. And it was a bit unfortunate because, man, wouldn't it have been nice to be able to get in a short at 21.5, something like that, on the rejection of maybe this trend line. I don't know. But it was reject, close below, pull up, managed to close, but not higher than here, within the wick of these two, and an immediate 16-hour sell-off here. I would say that this is a sign of lack of enthusiasm to buy above that fib level. But sometimes things need to cool off. Not trying to make any super harsh decisions about the price here. Now here, I've tried to make sense of this. This felt like one ABC, two, what did I feel like it was? I was having trouble counting this as an Elliott, which is why I started bracketing it in these rays, because I was thinking that it might just be a flag or an ascending wedge. I like to leave this here. I liked how that was resistance and support, so I like it to be touched and reacted upon later. This one was not so important when it was touched. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. Now we're getting into some counter indicators. So we've got what is this? A cipher and N star going on here. 3 zigzags. So hard to see. Okay, 3 zigzags. So 782 have been stopped out of a total of 1,258 if you look at the box over there. 782, 1258, I don't know, 58%. So 60, no, it's like 60%. So we have a 60% chance when these form on the hourly for price to hit here, and a 40% chance for them to hit here or above. So there's like, it's not just what the percentage chances are, it's that it's here or above. So there's more reward a little bit to the upside. 150, so 200 of them hit target 2 or beyond, which is roughly 17.5%. We'll say 17% chance it gets here or above. 60% chance it gets here. So there's that. And the way that I think that I would trade this is that, like, the closer we nudge up here, the more likely I am to, the closer we nudge up here without breaking a structure significantly, in a way, the more likely I am to go short, because you don't even need to chase the 60% here. You know that most times it begins heading down or continues down. So you get to a point where, like, let's say the target one's hit. Let's say that we pull up here and we start consolidating. Well, why, once we get here, we've only got a 17% chance to get here or above. Shorting here is great. You don't even need to chase this. You can just play the bet even down to here. I mean, that's a good swing, 21.1 to 20,400. And you can just try to catch, a consolidation on these levels here. Pull up, consolidate, try again. I think that today is going to be very, very dependent on SPY. I just do. Like, if SPY rips, it would not surprise me at all. This is my next major target, 23,250. 23,250, and probably 22.7. 22.7 just because of candlestick and structure. 23,250 due to the fib level. Next fib level up. So yeah, that's how I counter trade this. I run the quick maths. I see where we are. It's one of those things where, like, if you're down here and price is kind of consolidating, and you've got a 60% chance here and a 40% chance to get here or better, it's almost not worth entering the short, because it's, but the further you get, and sometimes I'll even use the breaks of these targets as my signs to start looking on the 1 minute chart for that short, because you can hit this target. So between 1,260. There's been 276 that hit target 1, and only 200 that hit target 2 or above. So this is kind of like where steam gets lost. Yeah, but you also have to be careful, if it pulls up and goes bink and then consolidates right here above this, you don't enter your short. That's called a breakout. Okay, let's drop to the next time frame here. So I just want to throw a trend line on here to kind of see what we did and when we did it. Yeah, okay. So we are 3-2 in a trade here. This is this big purple one. Oh, it looks like there was a 13-2 back here too. That 13-2 is probably pretty nice. Oh no, that's right. I remembered I checked it and there were only 2 ever in the history of the 15-minute chart, as far as I know. Maybe this thing only counts like the last 2 years. I don't know. Maybe it's only the last year. But there's been 2. Both of them hit at least target 3, which is, where is it? There's target 2. Ugh. There's target 4. Target 3's probably it. Yeah, that's target 3. 100% chance, but the sample size is so low that I didn't trade it, and I won't trade it. I need more numbers than that. I wouldn't have much I'd put a little bit more stock into the 8-2 because only 1 stopped out and 5 of them have hit their target 1 or beyond. But either way, looking at this with this 3-2, because there's been 28 of them, 11 of them stop. That means that 17 of them hit their target 1 at least. And target 1 on this is 20,853, which is exactly what I would expect to see would be a retest of this fib level. I've got a fib drawn across this move. So from 17.6, whatever, to the high we made yesterday is a fib, and the 786 is right there. So that's pretty reasonable. I mean, if you hold the 618, where do you go next? Well, 786. Why not? So I like that. I like that trade. And that's why I exited at 20,175 last night. I exited 75% of my short, which I just didn't want to push my luck with this level. I was going to bed. I just put it comfortably above it, just a little nudge above it. It dropped to the 5-minute. And I'm noticing here, I'm going to turn some of this noise off in a second, but we've got 5, 5, 5, 3. So out of 226 fives, 171 of them stop out. Let you see where the stops are in this 2730, 2640. And we've got 2 3s that we're in. I'm not really concerned with them though. And here's the 1. I'm going to turn this thing off. It's a lot of noise, but no, I'll keep it on the 5 because I want to show this. Where are we at here? What did I do? There we go. This is a possibility. I hope it doesn't break and run away from me now before I get into it. That's a possibility. I'm also looking for, what the hell did I see a minute ago? Oh yeah, if this is some kind of Elliott that I'm having trouble seeing, then this could very well be wave A on the corrective. And you'd expect ABC A, B, C maybe, and we could still be very bullish at this point, short-term bullish. That seems quite likely. It could go down a little further into the golden pocket here, possibly test it 382. Yeah, so this is all the stuff I'm seeing. I think I am going to go. I think I'm going to go short. I see no reason if price gets to 20,850, I see no reason not to short it. If it pops to 21.1, I see no reason not to short it. Looking at this price here, it's like these are two levels that are basically the top. Like looking at the structure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today will be the 5th day of this price range, 6th if you count this guy. And price has not held above 20,850 or 21,110. And it's even more drastic on the 4-hour. You see how quickly we pull back in. So I do like this candle. I think it's pushing pretty good and hard. But I like it to peter out as well. Oh yeah, this is what I saw. How come I couldn't see that a second ago? It's like the 1 hour hides it from me. But there's a head and shoulders that could play out right here that's really, really compelling. Boom. And then the target would be 8%, very conservative target. Very conservative target. And you have to wait for where this breaks the neckline, but we're just going to assume it's here. 8% right here. So that would be a retest of the 236 and a true confirmation that we're going to hold this low. Entry of, I can't even tell because 18.5-ish. So watch for that to play out as well. Rejection here. We start pulling in. If you see volume pour in and they manage to get it below here, we could test 18.5, 18.6. All right, that's it. Trade wisely. Have a great day.